Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to do what if every single NBA player was in their prime. So I love doing this video every single year just because you get all these older NBA players that were once like superstars or all-stars just simply like going to different NBA teams to prolong their NBA career. For example, like Kyle Korver. He definitely is no longer the player he once was when he made the All-Star team of the Atlanta Hawks. So you got like Pau Gasol, who is now on the Portland Trail Blazers. Back when he was on the Lakers, Memphis Grizzlies, that dude was like one of the best players in the league. Can you imagine if he was in his prime now? Like, he would be a huge difference maker for that Portland Trail Blazers team. So a few stipulations to this style of video, guys. Remember, this is what if every NBA player was in their prime, not what if every single NBA player reached their max potential. That's two different things. For example, Atlanta Hawks, like Vince Carter, obviously outside of his prime now because he's like, what, like 59 years old. So we're going to put him back into his prime self. As where a Trae Young, we have no idea what his prime is going to be. So therefore, right now he's in his prime, considered, based off how much he's played, so he's not going to be changed. That would be like what if every player reached their max potential, guys. So this roster was made by Lil Saint BB21. He makes pretty much all my rosters for me, man. So a shout out to him, guys. Go follow him on Twitter. Very cool dude. Thank you so much, bro, for that. Also, if there's any mistakes, yeah, you all can go roast him about it, man. I'm just joking, bro. You know I appreciate you. Helps me every single year. So we are going to go ahead and go through these rosters, show you guys which big-time players are in their prime. In some cases, like, you're not going to see a lot of changes because some teams are just extremely young, so they don't really have those older players on there. And some teams, like, I don't know, man, like the Pistons or the Lakers, they are going to have a lot of changes. So Philadelphia 76ers, big one, Al Horford, going back to really, man, playing like when he was on the Atlanta Hawks and stuff. He was like an 89, 90 overall player. I think he's like 83 overall now in 2K. Milwaukee Bucks, you got Eric Bledsoe, Brook Lopez, Kyle Korver. So just having these two guys back in their prime, it's going to be funny, though, because this Brook Lopez actually played differently than how Brook Lopez plays now. So we'll see how that all changes out there. For the Chicago Bulls, this team was very young. I think the only player that might have changed a little bit was Thaddeus Young, but I think that's like roughly what his rating is right now anyway. So yeah, no big time changes for the Chicago Bulls. Also, another important note, guys, is like, there's certain players, because every year NBA 2K kind of like switches up their ratings, so you might be like, yo, so-and-so 76, he was a 77 last year. Like, those type of changes were just so small and minor. Those were not made, so it would have took Lil Saint forever to do this, essentially, man. So, he really did like the big-time players here. For example, Kevin Love on the Cleveland Cavaliers playing like his Minnesota Timberwolves days. Brandon Knight back when he was like a decent point guard, a little bit on the Pistons, I guess. That's about it. I think John Henson was like pretty decent on the Milwaukee Bucks. Boston Celtics, you got yourself a prime Gordon Hayward. I think Enes Kanter, he probably could be close to like 83 or 84 overall, but that's roughly what his prime is right there, man. Never really became like a truly amazing player. For the Los Angeles Clippers, this team did not really have a lot of changes outside of Patrick Beverley. Just because I feel like he was a little bit better like offensively back when he played. Maybe not. No, I guess that's per 36 right there. Yeah, like Houston Rockets, he had some pretty good seasons over there, but he's roughly always been like a 79, 80 overall point guard in the league. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they got Andre Iguodala, so the defense of this team is going to be quite interesting with him at the helm of that. For the Atlanta Hawks, you got a 95 overall Vince Carter playing that shooting guard position. This right here could actually become like the best backcourt for this simulation, man. It really could happen. You got Jabari Parker, Chandler Parsons. Remember him, man? He was a beast. I think it was the Houston Rockets he was really good on. Then he went to the Dallas Mavericks. Got like a ridiculous contract and had injuries and kind of fell off after that. But he's going to be healthy for this video, guys. For the Miami Heat, you got Udonis Haslem, 84 overall. Also, Goran Dragic, who was a beast back on the Phoenix Suns days. Also, some good seasons on the Miami Heat, though. Definitely don't want to look beyond that. Charlotte Hornets, Nicolas Batum. This is like before he got his bitch-ass contract, man. Like, he was actually nice on the Portland Trail Blazers. And he was just kind of like one of those guys that was in that offseason where all these guys got crazy amounts of money. He really fell off on the Charlotte Hornets. I think he's also had injuries. Utah Jazz. Like Mike Conley's pretty much in his prime right now. Really, the only big change was Jeff Green, now an 81 overall player. I think Joe Ingles also went up a little bit too to like an 80 overall. Sacramento Kings, you might be looking like a little bit better of a Trevor Ariza. That's about it for that team right there. New York Knicks, Marcus Morris. I think he probably had like his best season like last year. 2 years ago, so his rating kind of reflects that. Taj Gibson, of course, going back to when we played for the Chicago Bulls. I feel like Taj Gibson was drafted like yesterday, and I can't believe he's already 34. Like, he does not seem that old to me, man. You got the Los Angeles Lakers. This team might just win it all, guys. You got prime LeBron James. I think this is the Miami Heat version. Of course, you got Anthony Davis, who's currently in his prime. Dwight Howard, 95 overall, 90 overall Boogie Cousins, because he's still technically on the team. You got 90 overall Rajon Rondo. You know, got Kuzma, Avery Bradley, who was one of the best perimeter defenders, if not the best, for a while in the NBA. I don't know if he was ever the best. You had like Tony Allen's and players like that. You got the Orlando Magic. No big time changes here outside of like Terrence Ross, I think Alfred Camino and DJ Augustine. Also Michael Carter Williams, because he had his rookie season where he just went nuts and won Rookie of the Year, and then he just kind of like fell off completely. Dallas Mavericks, Courtney Lee, I think was the only big time change. Maybe JJ Barea, I don't remember what his rating was before. You got the Brooklyn Nets. I think this is like, well, of course, it's going to be pre-injury Kevin Durant. You got DeAndre Jordan back to his Clippers days. Wilson Chandler, I think he was going like the Nuggets, wasn't? Yeah, he was on the Nuggets for pretty much his entire career. Okay, because he started off the New York Knicks, but no, he was actually a good scorer on the Denver Nuggets for a bit there. You have the Denver Nuggets, speaking of that, with a 87 overall Paul Millsap going back to his Atlanta Hawks / Utah Jazz days. No other big-time changes. Indiana Pacers, yeah, they are a relatively young team out there themselves. New Orleans Pelicans, like JJ Redick, 80 overall. I think that's his current rating right now, though, man. So, like I said, some of these guys just get better with age, so their rating kind of reflects that. But yeah, no, I guess you got Jahlil Okafor. He had a pretty good rookie season, so that's kind of what his rating is reflecting right there. Detroit Pistons, of course, my favorite team, man. You got a 96 overall. Derrick Rose, man, youngest MVP in history. Feels weird not having him on the Chicago Bulls in this case. So, of course, you got Blake Griffin, who is right around his prime rating right now anyway. I think Derrick Rose is really the only one that changed, because Blake Griffin's never been higher than 90 overall in 2K, I don't think, man. I don't think he's ever been higher than that. Toronto Raptors, you have a 93 overall. Marcus Gasol was not too long ago. He was actually that good. His minutes went down. The Raptors, of course, therefore the numbers went down. You got Kyle Lowry. Serge Ibaka, of course, Serge Ibaka, you might know him as from the OKC Thunder days. Houston Rockets, you do have MVP prime Russell Westbrook. You got Tyson Chandler, who probably is actually going to steal the minutes from Clint Capella. Sorry, Clint, but Tyson Chandler, that dude was a beast. San Antonio Spurs, you got Rudy Gay, now with 87 overall, back from his Memphis Grizzlies days. DeMarre Carroll, another guy that was part of that All-Star Atlanta Hawks team, although I think he was the only one on that year. What was it, 2013? Might have been sooner than that did not actually make the All-Star team. I think he was the only one out of that starting five. Phoenix Suns, you have Ricky Rubio's 80 overall, but not really any big-time changes to that team. OKC Thunder, you have a prime Chris Paul, who is one of the best point guards in NBA history, so it's going to be him against the world, guys. 96 overall Chris Paul with some really actual nice pieces around him. Like, Chris Paul, back when he played for the New Orleans Hornets, like, he could make anybody around him look amazing. Timberwolves, you got Andrew Wiggins from like his second year in the NBA, but he averaged, what was like 21 points? Yeah, maybe it was, it was his second year in the NBA. Okay, no, I guess third year he averaged about 24. Okay, then you got Jeff Teague, who was, of course, the point guard for the Atlanta Hawks for a long time. Portland Trailblazers, now this team kind of could be a sleeper team in this video, man. 93 overall, Pau Gasol playing with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. You also got Hassan Whiteside from his prime days in Miami Heat at that center spot. Golden State Warriors, you pretty much just have like an injury-free Klay Thompson, and of course you got Stephen Curry. He's playing his prime basketball right now anyway. He's been in his prime for like 10 years now. Washington Wizards, you got John Wall, no injuries. You have a 90 overall Isaiah Thomas. Of course, you got Bradley Beal, players like that, man. But yes, so the big focus of this was to focus on like the once superstar players. So not like the guys that might have changed like 1 or 2 ratings unless there was a big time change. For example, Jahlil Okafor, right? It's like a 79, 80 overall player, or Michael Carter Williams from when he won Rookie of the Year. But no, man, let me know in the comment section below which one of these teams you think is going to win it all. It's hard for me to vote against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to say Lakers for the Western Conference. They're going to get to the finals. And for my Eastern Conference team, it's going to be a tough one. It could be the Boston Celtics now they got Gordon Hayward playing his prime ball again. I also like Vince Carter on the Atlanta Hawks, although it's never really proven to have much playoff success. So I'm going to say Lakers versus Boston Celtics. That is my prediction. Let's go ahead, simulate this NBA season, and see just how good these prime players do in this new era of basketball. Okay, so I would say my Los Angeles Lakers prediction held up pretty well there, guys, as they have 76 wins on the season. One more game against the Phoenix Suns. I cannot imagine this team losing to the Phoenix Suns. And there it is, guys. 77 wins. We got LeBron James prime. LeBron James win MVP, which makes sense, man. At 26.7 rebounds, 12 assists, 49% from 3. We got Zion Williamson, Rookie of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins as 6-man as a 90 overall, of course. LeBron James, defensive player. Terry Rozier, most improved. And Frank Vogel is coach of the year. All NBA first, we got Prime Russell Westbrook. We got Curry, LeBron, Giannis. And we got Marcus Gasol making that. All NBA second, James Harden, D Rose. Kevin Durant, Kevin Love, and Karl Anthony Towns. Then we got Chris Paul, Damian, Gordon Hayward. Good for him, man. Paul George, and Nikola Jokic. And, of course, here's the all defensive teams and all rookie teams. So we got Lakers, San Antonio with Prime Rudy Gay over the man. We got the Clippers and Portland Trailblazers. I expect Portland to be a little bit higher with Paul Gasol, if I'm being honest, man. Golden State, Denver, Houston, and OKC. I told you Chris Paul was going to be balling out over there, man. Then we got Milwaukee Bucks. My Pistons still got the 8th seed with a prime Derrick Rose. Tell me Ryan 2K does not hate my team, man. Tell me that. An 8th spot? Prime Derrick Rose. Like, didn't he lead the Chicago Bulls like a 60-win season or something? We got, of course, the Hawks with Vince Carter against Philly, Brooklyn, Boston, and then we got Toronto and the Washington Wizards. Let's go to these player stats on the season. Simply just going to scroll through these real quick if you want to pause and see how, actually, let's see how these Lakers actually did real quick here, man. Yeah, see how your favorite team did. You can pause on that and see it just because we went through every single team, man. Literally be here forever. 30 points, 9 assists for Derrick Rose. Blake Griffin should have scored about 30 a game, though, man. I'm being honest. Do you guys think Blake Griffin's in his prime right now or not really? Or I feel like he's like in a different, how did Chris Paul do? 26 points, 9 assists. He's been doing that shit in this game already, man, like outside of his prime. Pau Gasol 18 and 12. Very cool, very cool. Yo, there we go, there we go. We got Isaiah Thomas at 21 points. Good for him, man. Probably as a 6-man, though, right? Kyle Korver at 17 for the Bucks. And we got Kevin Love 25-14 going back to his Minnesota days. Gordon Hayward 26.6 assists. Yo, y'all don't remember, man. It wasn't that long ago before this man snapped his ankle in half. Just the type of beast he was on the Utah Jazz. We got Vince Carter 26 and 5. Okay. Goran Dragic dropping 25 points himself. And there we go. Los Angeles Lakers. Okay. Let's simulate these playoffs, see who wins it all. I'm going to switch my prediction. I still got the Lakers. I got the Lakers winning it all. And I'm going to say, I'm going to go with the Bucks now because they're the number 1 seed. And it's like they got Kyle Korver and a prime Brook Lopez. And like, Giannis was pretty damn good last year, I would say. Yeah, he was better than pretty damn good. He was the MVP. And now that he has a prime Brook Lopez and Kyle Korver, it's like the perfect players to add to his squad. Portland gone. Washington gone. OKC gone with Chris Paul. No surprises there, man. Chris Paul, you got to have some more playoff success. Detroit Pistons, gone. Golden State, gone. Philly, gone. Okay. So we got the battle of the Staples Center. We got Houston, Denver, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Toronto, and Boston simulate around here. And watch, it's going to be the number 1 seeds, man. We got Denver gone. Clippers gone. Toronto gone. And the Hawks gone. So we do have the Lakers versus Houston Rockets and the Boston Celtics versus Milwaukee Bucks. I actually did say Boston. I did say that starting off. So one of the teams I said is going to win it on the east side. Yeah, they got blown out, man. We got the Rockets gone. So we do have the both number 1 seeds. Giannis, a prime Giannis. Well, not even really, man. Giannis not even in his prime, which is like the scariest thing to even think about. Meanwhile, we do have prime LeBron James here. So we have a not prime Giannis, but kind of in his prime versus a prime LeBron. Simulate round, see how this goes. And the winner is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, I kind of figured that. The depth of this team was just too godly. Like, look at that triple-double. Like, you had to deal with, like, this right here, the 3-headed monster. So had Rondo at point guard, Avery Bradley. Then you have to deal with, like, Kuzma, DeMarcus, and JaVale McGee, Danny Green off the bench. Yo, was Danny Green, was his rating right? Okay, good. Yeah, he was an 80 overall, as he should be, man. He probably actually could have started over Avery Bradley. But anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you want me to, what if every single player reached their max potential? Be sure to drop a like on this, man, so I know you want to see that. And, yeah, I will definitely do that. Thank you all so much for watching. And peace out, my friends.